Then Brody proceeds to grab him and hits Goku with the Falcon Punch. So we start off with these two dudes, Goku and Jiren, staring each other down like McGregor and Khabib, and we cut to Goku tweaking out for no reason, yelling in Jiren's face. Like, bro, it's not that serious. You're fighting Mr. Clean. I wouldn't be scared. Then all of a sudden, Goku explodes, initiating the fight as they both come out the smoke, simply throwing hands with each other. And before they could even continue their fate, this man Vegeta cockblocks Goku and charges straight for Jiren. He did not care about respecting the fate of the 1v1. He wanted to kill for himself. Absolutely shameless. And he was hitting Jiren with a full combo like it was one of those Batman games, but he was eating his attacks like it was a 5-star gourmet meal, hands down on everything. And now that I think about it, why is Vegeta only attacking his body when his head is wide open? Because realistically, Vegeta's trash ass is not winning in a fair 1v1. His only chance at winning would be to give this man as much brain damage as possible. And Jiren had enough, so he hit him with a knee to the gut, then comboed it with an elbow to his neck, knocking him away. Then before he could send this man Vegeta to the Shadow Realm, Goku saves him, kicking Jiren away. But bro, how are you gonna steal Goku's turn and start yapping about some, I'm the one that's gonna defeat you and obtain the Super Dragon Balls, then end up looking like this? Now Goku charges at Jiren with his default Fortnite running animation, and he just starts spamming his square button like there was no tomorrow. Then in classic anime fashion, we got Vegeta over here observing the attack, acting like he figures something out. Like, bro, you are not the thinker. I know damn well there is not a single thought behind those eyes. And while they were throwing hands with each other, he sneaks up from behind just to get no-scope by my man Jiren. Weaves Goku's punch, which by the way is the sorriest attempt at an uppercut I've ever seen, as he counters with a front kick. And this man Vegeta was moving like Ben Simmons, straight trash, because he charges back in, completely missing Jiren, and he grabs his ankle, pulling him back in so that he could put this man into the spin cycle, then yeets him away, effectively turning this man into a Beyblade. But Vegeta recovers, and I gotta give credit where it's due, because that landing was clean as hell, I'm not gonna lie. Don't get it twisted though, we not even 4 minutes into this video and Vegeta is already in crippling aura debt. By the end of it, he finna have to file for aura bankruptcy.
Just give me my money. Ooh. Where is the manion? You're getting your manion.
But anyways, Vegeta charges back in, and I was waiting for him to get absolutely clobbered. But I guess bro was actually paying attention, because when Jiren started spamming that square button again, Vegeta pressed O on his controller and started hitting the Sonic sway like it was sparking zero. Then he lands his left uppercut to Jiren's body, and look at the shock on his face. He couldn't believe his eyes, and I couldn't either, because this man ain't catch a dub since 1989. I'm sick. And Vegeta was actually starting to cook up, forcing Jiren to go on the defensive. Had everybody watching absolutely glazing this man, talking about some, oh nah, is Twin using Ultra Instinct? Like, alright bro, he dodged one attack. We can't just be throwing that title around all willy-nilly. I can dunk a basketball. Does that mean I'm LeBron James? I didn't think so. But to be fair, no one could compare to my glorious king. But this is where Vegeta starts getting a little too confident. He lands his front kick straight to Jiren's gut and starts talking trash, calling him overrated like a 5-star high school basketball player. And if you've ever watched a Ball is Life video, that usually never works out, because Jiren shut him up real quick, hitting him with his left, causing Vegeta to hit 10 backflips for no reason. Like, dudes will really do anything to impress the hoes when they're watching. And he proceeds to hit a fadeaway while firing off a Gala gun, but Jiren reflects it without even breaking a sweat, putting this man in one of the nastiest combos I've ever seen. Which, if that wasn't enough, he really had to top it off with a ki blast that was headed straight for elimination. And before we continue, we gotta rewind that entire sequence to talk about how heavy-handed this dude Jiren is, because throughout the entire arc, when he would hit someone, you could really feel the impact of every attack. You would have thought they were getting hit by a truck. I mean, he hit Vegeta with one punch and he spun around like a goddamn tissue. But eventually Vegeta was able to slip away from his attack, looking like your average hobo on the streets. Then Jiren starts hitting this man with the hard cold facts.
You are worthless ass nigga. Your life literally is as valuable as a summer ant. I'm just gonna stump you. You're gonna keep coming back. I'm gonna seal up all my cracks. You're gonna keep coming back. Why? Because you keep smelling the syrup. You worthless ass nigga.
And of course, he had to rebuttal with his own monologue, hitting the classic, "This is a Saiyan's pride. I, the Prince of all Saiyans, will defeat you." And I'ma stop him right there, because he failed to mention the fact that he's the Prince of all 4 Saiyans, and he's not even the strongest one. Like, what are you trying to flex? Then after he was done with his generational yap session, Vegeta charges up a final flash to try and eviscerate this man Jiren, and his bald ass wasn't gonna budge. He was gonna take his attack head on no matter what, as he fires it straight at him, getting a direct hit. And this dude Vegeta almost killed everyone in the stands. Like, I know for a fact Krillin was over here stressing like this.
Please! No!
Now we cut to the dust clearing up and we see Jiren just laying there knocked out in this ditch, which I was surprised because usually the main antagonist after getting hit with something like that would just be standing there ready to break the main character's will. But bro, look at how proud my man Vegeta is, laughing at the top of his lungs and everything. You would have thought I made a joke about KSI's music, but nah, he was doing all of this when Jiren literally let him land his attack. And he wasn't laughing for long because he looks down to see that Jiren was no longer in the ditch and realizes that he was right in front of him up in the blick. Brody could probably hear Death's whistle with the way Jiren was staring at this man. He wasn't gonna let that disrespect slide. But this dude Jiren is straight up sadistic. He started torturing Vegeta, putting my boy in excruciating pain, then proceeded to blow him up. And this is when I was convinced that Toriyama hates Vegeta because he really gave him that Yamcha treatment, laying down in this crater knocked out after getting absolutely cooked.
Damn, you suck! You suck! Damn! Oh my gosh!
So now that Vegeta was down for the count, Goku and Jiren finally got the chance to run their fade, which you know is about to be heat because they're both like two combat sport champions who are in two completely different weight classes fighting at a catch weight, which Goku starts off by spamming instant transmission to close the distance while simultaneously dropping these energy mines on Jiren since he didn't want to enter hand-to-hand combat with them. And I don't blame him. This man was still winning regardless of everything they've thrown at him. And eventually Goku hops up onto this rock to lure in Jiren as he takes a step forward, triggering all the landmines to go off. Like this man Goku really turned the battlefield into Vietnam using these advanced strats. But to no surprise, that weak did not work on Jiren. He simply just jumped up 50 feet into the air, which mind you, this man is 6'5". Get his ass signed to an NBA roster immediately. And Goku spams the destructive disc right at Jiren, which did absolutely nothing. He just punched through all of them, grabbing the last one and chucking it back at Goku like it was a game of hot potato. Then charges in to start slowly pushing Goku back towards the edge. And he tries hitting Jiren with a leg sweep, but he was able to dodge it no problem. As he dashes back in, weaving Goku's punch, then Brody proceeds to grab him and hits Goku with the Falcon Punch, leaving this man gasping for air. And I know for a fact that punch left his chest looking like this. But ladies and gentlemen, sometimes the best move on the chessboard is to sit back and observe, because the whole time Goku was baiting him in to slice the part of the platform Jiren was standing on, teleporting above him and hitting Jiren with a down slam straight into the void. Brody had Universe 11 over here watching like,
You swear to God, put that on put that on Allah. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi.
Hey, but let's be real though, Jiren was not gonna go out sorry like that. So he pulls back up to the platform like he was General Zod, and when I saw this, I knew my mans was cooking up something devious because he was slowly walking towards Goku while all the landmines that he placed earlier were going off, and I could have sworn Michael Bay was out there capturing every moment. Then Jiren just starts straight up cooking my man Goku with no regard for human life. Like Brody really grabbed him by the ankle and slammed him into the ground like he was the Hulk. And look at the way he was waiting for Goku to bounce back up. Just straight killer instinct, staring at him like it was Game 6 LeBron. Charges up his punch like this and tries sending Goku to the afterlife. But thankfully he was able to slip out the way before waking up to a Juice WRLD concert. And this went on for a while until eventually Goku powered back down to his base form, ready to give up. But this was where Vegeta spun back the block, talking about some Kakarot, let's jump his ass. Goku heard that, and the last 10 minutes of his fight with Jiren flashed before his eyes, and he knew what had to be done. So they both immediately get to powering up, and we see Goku over here busting out the Kaioken, while Vegeta was over here going Super Saiyan bluer? God bless Akira Toriyama's soul. But how the hell do we let him get away with giving Vegeta a darker shade of blue as a transformation? This was straight trash. I don't know why Vegeta was feeling himself. Like, bro, you getting folded into an omelet either way.
Just got faded. Ahaha.
But now they get to jumping Jiren, forcing him onto the defensive as they were relentlessly barraging this man with a flurry of attacks. Except you gotta remember, this man Jiren is a Dark Souls final boss, so he was easily able to fend them off. But Goku and Vegeta weren't gonna let this man breathe for a second, because they charged right back in using the same strat they used last time, which I'm gonna call the Elite Barbarians push, considering all four of them have one thing in common. They all share the same brain cell, just pure ignorance. And they were giving Jiren the 4x4 Wendy's combo as they were slowly pushing him back. Then they both jumped backwards, hitting their signature move to try and finish off Jiren, leaving him under a mountain of rubble. But bro, this man busts out the rubble like he was in a goddamn TikTok edit. Like, I don't know who told him he was tough like that, but they were not lying. I do not care if you call me a glazer. I'm doing tricks on it. No Diddy. And before I wrap things up, I just wanted to say that we're halfway to 10,000 subscribers and would love to hit it before the end of the year. So go ahead and smash that sub button and stay tuned for the next video, because let's just say it's gonna be a certified banger.